Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's tackled at the
next receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First down, Detroit.
Here to his running back. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one 28 yards on the ground.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Van Jefferson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
At the 36-yard line.
They run with Connor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
16 yards, a first down.
At the 21-yard line.
He's to the 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. James Conner, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Flushed out right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
From the 27, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mayfield on play action. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Results
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 30. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over.
29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2nd and 6. They'll roll him out right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed 1 of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
It's 2nd and inches.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Packers 7.
2nd and 3. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. The 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's their quarterback with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Lions add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got this down to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
number 30.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go. Joker.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Mike's 15.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
That's good.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll look to run with Connor. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action.
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little...
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Sacked.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense. So the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Mike 13. Hey, what's that? Hey, hurry.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Complete.
And a nice gain at 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Left side here to Sanders. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Lions 28, Packers 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. He got 29 yards that time. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
4-yard line.
87's mark. Don't worry.
Mayfield off the play fake. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hurry. 3 down.
Play fake. Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go. It got his man complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
38-yard line.
King. 3 down. Hurry.
Mayfield on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
83. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. That's complete to Hightower. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. He'll buy some time right. Looking for the end zone. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was hoping to get that to John Hightower, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
On for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through.
Good.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own 12-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Third quarter starts with a run from Connor. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now it's Connor. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Complete to Zach Ertz. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The tackle.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Rolling to his right. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. 15, hurry. 15. I got you, son.
On second down, Mayfield again. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. He was hoping to get that to John Hightower, and it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. 30. 10. Touchdown. Packers. John Hightower. 89 yards. And the Packers get a score closer. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Connor going to try and run it. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to loft one deep, and this is caught at the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. A second down throw for Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. On third down, Mayfield. He's going to let it go again. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
Incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to play.
And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
And the Lions first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 12 yards. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. This will be taken in by Hightower. Touchdown, Packers! John Hightower, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. Eluding the pressure right. And he will find his man on the outside.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And it's a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. A fumble lost last week, now a fumble lost this week. Is this just growing pains of a rookie?
It is growing pains, but they can't afford them. Not him nor his team. That means extra work during the week with his coaching staff and extra work on his head to make sure he doesn't lose his confidence. They like him. They want him to flourish.
Because you know he wants to avoid that label of being a fumble machine.
It is a label that is hard to shed, and that just means teams come after you even more, ripping and raking at the football when you're carrying it.
They go play action. Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Going for it all. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. John Hightower, 29 yards. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Packers. Well, yes, that's his third touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. The 20.
Ain't doing
10.
Nothing.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Van Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions, and now they're going to fake it. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls. He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Packers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. On 1st and 10 is counter. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
15's the mark. 15's the mark.
1st down, Mayfield. Being chased out. Now Mayfield lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They were looking to throw, holding in the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Mayfield on play action, sliding out of the pocket. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Van Jefferson, 26 yards. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they... Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Gonzalez set to kick off.
And this one's going to be covered up. Now the ball comes loose. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, The team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
65.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Lions, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things